A number of years ago, the City of Prince George began the mosquito control program. The program is in place to try and reduce the mosquito population in early spring. The program begins in April and runs through to July. Currently this year, the program we started in mid-April. We are currently monitoring the areas and are doing the applications as needed. There's a couple of ways we do the applications. One is through ground application and the other is through aerial applications.
So today we're larviciding in a number of those sites using a helicopter. Because there's so much habitat all at once, we can't possibly treat it all by hand. So we've hired the helicopter and we're treating mosquito larvae with a bacterial larvicide. The bacteria itself, Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, is certified for organic gardening and it's attached to corn cob, which is a safe carrier. When we put it on standing water where mosquito larvae are present, they ingest the bacteria, they ingest a protein from the bacteria actually, and it causes ulcers in their stomach and they die. The wonderful thing about this product is it affects mosquito larvae without affecting even other insects. It has no effect on frogs or fish or mammals, birds, nothing, just the mosquito larvae. We keep all of our treatments to areas where the river is no longer attached to the standing water, simply because we don't want to affect fish food. There's, I think there's around 400 larval breeding sites that are mapped in Prince George. They've been mapped over the last number of years. And so we go from site to site from this database and look for larvae. The majority of those sites by far are small ditches and little puddles in people's backyards. But our larger sites are along the rivers, and those ones are they're too big to treat by hand, so we treat those by the helicopter. Mosquito larvae look like everyone calls them they look like little worms, but they have a definite head, they have a definite forked tail, and they kind of swim like this. They go flip, flip, flip. If you look into rain barrels or any standing water around property right now, they'll be attached to the surface. They need to attach to breathe. And when you kind of look over at them, they dive down, they go flip, 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 flip to the bottom. So they're pretty easy to identify. They start out really teeny, but by the time they get to the point where they're going to go into their pupal stage and emerge as adults, the biting form, they're about a centimeter long, so they're quite easy to see. So what people can do for around their own property, if you have tire footprints or tire tracks in your driveway or something where you've made a depression and there's water there, fill that in. Make sure there's no standing water. Turning your compost piles, your eaves troughs are clear of water. Change the water in bird baths at least once a week, or children's wading pools, because it takes about a week and then you'll start to see larvae in them. So just dump them out. If you see larvae, they're easy to kill. Dump them out on the ground, they dry up and die. Or if you're seeing something big or something that you can't treat on your own, please give us a call and we'll come out and have a look at the site.
For more information on the mosquito control program, please visit the city website. Also, if you have any questions or concerns, you can also phone in at 561-7600.